Oh, the American dream. The suburban neighborhood, the 3-bedroom house, the kids laughing in the backyard. The stable office job with health insurance and a decent salary. The warm, familiar dinners with family and friends, repeated over and over until the end. But what happens when that life isn't for you? When the suburbs shut you out? When that cozy 3-bedroom home feels more like a prison? When those kids in the backyard are really not your vibe? That office job drains the life out of you. That perfect dinner tastes pretty bland. And deep down, you know this life is not yours. So, step number 1 is just to accept it. We always talk about how there's inequity, there's privilege. People were born in different situations. However, when we try to apply that to our own life and try to see how we weren't given the same access and playing field as everybody else, we don't comprehend it. So you might be sitting there at whatever age that you are, scrolling through your old social medias, and you're asking yourself, well, how come I'm not married and about to have a baby and have a house and everything like that? First of all, accept that you don't have that, and that's okay. This idealized version of life that has been fed to us since we were literally out of the womb, it was never meant for everybody, and it's not the only way to achieve happiness. I have so many different walks of life that come to my page, and I love it. Maybe you grew up with health conditions, physical health conditions that stopped you from being able to participate in things. Maybe you had severe mental health problems, neurodivergence, both of those, all 3. And you were probably sitting there growing up like, how am I supposed to get from A to A30? A30 being this picket fence, wife and husband or whatever, and kids and stuff like that. It's not meant for you. And that's okay. The next thing I suggest is you figuring out what makes you feel stable. Whenever you go to your standard therapist, doctor, someone who's supposed to give you professional advice, they probably suggest community as the first thing. What makes you feel stable, and what is actually safe as well. Some people, including myself, genuinely like to be alone. I have racked my brain about this for decades at this point, but it always felt like having friends and having community was like something on a to-do list, a mandated to-do list, and if I didn't have it, it just put like a bigger target on my back. And as I've gotten older, I've learned that finding quality, I'm going to say that again, finding quality community is actually very difficult. And the more that you observe and you learn about life, the more you understand that most people are in low quality connections, family connections, friendships, romantic, business partnerships, very low quality. And some people are fine with that. Others of us need higher quality connections within our life, or we just want to be alone. The next thing is what we were told about working. We were told that you have to have a salary type of job to be happy. I am not one of those people who is going to sit here and tell you that money is not happiness. Money gives you access to things that will make you happy. Money gives you access to better health care, better ways to take care of yourself. So no, I'm not going to sit there and dismiss that. However, the way that you get your money and how you view money does not have to be like everybody else, okay? I will never be able to do an office job again. I tried an office job. I tried a few office jobs, actually. It is not meant for me. And neither is retail, fast food, blue collar jobs, all of that. I always knew that self-employment would be for me. I remember being like 10 years old, learning about affiliate links and stuff like that. I was like, oh, no one's ever going to actually do this. I'll have to get like a regular job. And then fast forward almost 20 years later, link in bio, If people look down on you because you don't go to a 9 to 5 or you don't work a blue collar job or whatever, as long as you feel happy and you can sleep at night with the way that you make money, it's none of their business. No one is saying that you have to love what you're doing, but you have to at least like it in this type of economy because you have to do it so much. Along the same lines as that, stop explaining yourself to people, especially strangers. Yes, you can have conversation and, tell people about yourself, but stop feeling the need to defend yourself all the time. And yes, us fight or flight PTSD, CPTSD baddies, we are always on that high alert, but we have to stop feeling the need to defend our choices. If our choices are not directly harming someone, meaning someone is immediately having an impact from it, why are we concerned? There are people who will see your freedom and get so jealous that they will try to take it away from you. Even if it's freedom that they do not want. If you are operating outside of what is considered normal, people will question it. It is confusing to a lot of people. And so stop defending your choices to people who have no connection to you. I know we are in our 2-day shipping, overnight, same day era still, but deep self-reflection with an unconventional lifestyle, no matter who you are, is a very difficult process. You have to look at every area of your life and redefine it and rework it for you, and also not get trapped in that loop of indecision, judgment from other people. It's difficult. And if you're stuck, that's okay. That's normal, actually. It's very normal to be stuck when you live an abnormal type of life. So let's take your home, for example, okay? How you want to live, where you want to live. What does home stability look like to you? It might not be a home. I'm going to let y'all in on something. I never want to buy a house. I don't want to buy a condo. I want to be able to call someone up at 2 a.m. and be like, my is leaking. Can you come fix it, please? I never want to have to go and get a wrench. No. Have I thought about off-gridding? Yes, but no. My brain does not function in fixer-upper type of ways. It does not. Oh my goodness. I could go on a rant about generational trauma being passed down with cleaning, especially in minority communities, but I'm tired. Oh wait, that's a cute thumbnail. Wait, hold on. Yeah. So maybe cleanliness for you looks like no dishes in the sink at night, dirty clothes off the floor, trash taken out. Great. Does that mean everything is bleached down? Not necessarily. Does that mean that things are sanitary, meaning they're not going to cause infestations? No one's going to get sick from things being left out? Yes. You do not have to be the cleanest person on the block. And if people around you expect that, maybe we should not be associating ourselves with them. Looking at how you want your romantic life to progress or not to progress. I highly suggest that everybody really look at what they want their romantic life to be, if they want to have one at all. You might think that you want a partner and kids and everything like that, but maybe that's been imposed on you. Or the opposite. You might think that you do not want that at all, but in reality, you do, and that's okay. Relationships are actually work, and they're not just this fun, walk in the park every single day. And I truly believe that if more people understood the weight of a serious committed relationship, a lot less people would be in them. More people would be in casual situations, or they would just be focusing on themselves and their friends, family, or community. So ask yourself, can you take on a serious relationship and the potential fallout from one? And if you can't, that's okay. That does not make you a bad person because you can't handle that. And on the opposite end, it doesn't make you a better person because you can handle that. And honestly, there's so many women, especially if you have health problems, mental or physical, who realize they only want a partner so that the cost of living goes down, so they have someone in case an emergency happens. And there's alternatives to that. Is it expensive? Yes. Is it inconvenient and takes more time? Yes. But a relationship is work. Please, like if you get nothing else from this video, please understand that relationships are work. And we really need to teach that to young girls. Like please teach that in health class and make sure the health teacher isn't the gym teacher and the history teacher at the same time. Getting flustered. Anyway, y'all, I wanted to make this video today because I understand that there are so many different types of people who come to this page. I have my spiritual folks who come here, my neurodivergent folks, my mental health baddies. There's so many different types of people. And I've always been that way. I've always attracted the people who don't fit into perfect boxes. And so I want to have more conversations like this as I figure it out. I'm just taking it day by day like you might be. And that's okay. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you would like to support this channel, please go join my Patreon, check out my TikTok, check out my Gumroad, and all those other lovely links below. And if you have a few bands, go check out my Venmo. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see you next Thursday. Oh, bye.